Everyone, a Lafayette woman says she's fed up with local officials not following the governor's mask mandate.
During the Lafayette City Parish Council meetings Tuesday, she called the state fire marshal's office to alert them the mayor president, his chief administrative officer, and others were not wearing a mask. The governor's mandate says every Louisianian shall wear a face covering when inside a commercial establishment or any other building or space open to the public. However, there are exceptions. A few include if you are able to stay 6 feet apart from anyone else, and if you're giving a speech for broadcast or to an audience. Our Chris Welty looked into the complaint against LCG and what happened after calling the state fire marshal's office.
To address the council on any item on this agenda.
On Tuesday, Lafayette Mayor President Josh Guillory and his chief administrative officer were wearing a mask as they took their seat for the parish council meeting. During the chairman's open, they took them off and kept them off the majority of the parish council meeting. When both councils were in the auditorium, all were masked and typically only took them off to address the crowd.
While I'm seeing this, I'm thinking, okay, so we've got a clear-cut divide of who sees the importance of wearing a mask and who doesn't.
The viewer who reached out to us wants to remain anonymous. She says at 7:49 Tuesday night, she called the state fire marshal's office to report what she calls mask violations.
They seemed very concerned. They took the name of the business, they found the location, they were appalled that this was happening in a government building.
When the viewer followed up on Thursday, the fire marshal's office had no record of her complaint.
And they further informed me that since it was a government building, that they were not going to be enforcing.
A spokesperson for the state fire marshal's office confirms they have not been able to locate our viewer's complaint, and they're trying to determine who was working that night. The fire marshal's office maintains their employees are well versed in the rules, saying it's possible that their call taker, quote, realized this was not a valid complaint and did not input it into the system.
It really puts a lot of distrust in who is running the local enforcement agencies.
The fire marshal's office confirms governments are not listed as citable in the governor's proclamation. The spokesperson went on to say if the members are 6 feet apart, they're legally able to remain unmasked and ready to address each other and members of the audience as council meetings are structured. Our viewer noting after her call, the mayor president and his CAO were masked for nearly the remainder of the meetings.
The actions of our local leaders are not parring up with what they are saying.
In Lafayette, Chris Welty, KATC TV3.
Mayor President Josh Guillory's spokesperson tells us there is a seat between the mayor president and his CAO, saying, quote, they are more than far away enough from the audience. If anyone expects them to wear a mask when socially distanced for 9 hours, that is ludicrous. The spokesperson noted when anyone went up to speak to them and social distancing was not possible, they put their masks on. To the latest coronavirus numbers now.